Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into my Goody Haul report for the 4th week of October of 2012. Today is Monday, October 22nd, and this Goody Haul report's going to be kind of small and kind of quick, mainly because I just posted a Goody Haul report not too long ago, and also I was able to find a few goodies just recently that I really want to share. And finally, I had some goodies that I forgot to include in my previous Goody Haul report, such as these right here. These are some books that I was able to pick up in the last couple weeks, and just forgot to add them in the previous Goody Haul report. Yeah, but we'll go ahead and go through these now. And some interesting books. Some of the regulars that I normally get. We have here Young Justice. This is really Munchkin number 2's books. He likes to read the Young Justice books. But we have some that we were able to catch up on. We have number 16 here. And looks like number 18 for him. Looks like we couldn't find 17. But some of my books I was able to pick up. Invincible Iron Man number 525, and Invincible Iron Man number 526, and also able to pick up Earth 2 number 5, and Battle Beasts number 3, and Justice League Dark number 0. I believe this particular book is amongst the last of the number 0s. I think this was last week or a week before last. And it looks like we picked up a couple of free mini books from local artists there. Nobody likes me. And let's see. Looks like Munchkin number 2 stuck this in my Suicide Squad. He stuck another copy of that mini comic. But I was able to pick up Suicide Squad number 13. And Winter Soldier number 11. So some of the books there we were able to pick up in the last week or so. Now, over the weekend I visited a Fry's Electronics, and I was able to find my very first Return of Marvel Legends Series 3, and which is pretty cool because I have not been able to find it at retail as of yet. For Fry's Electronics, I don't really consider it big box retail, such as Target or Walmart, where I still haven't seen any yet. It's really Fry's Electronics, more of a specialty electronics shop that happens to have a small section of action figures. But I was able to find just this one right here from Series 3 Return of Marvel Legends, and that's the US Agent. And which is pretty neat because I knew that the US Agent is just basically a redeco using the Bucky Captain America figure mold. But just repainted. But and I wasn't really too excited when I had seen pictures of it or videos of it, knowing that it was just a redeco. But actually seeing this in person is actually quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. I really like it, especially the head sculpt on that's pretty cool. And even the redecoed paint is very nice, and on the shield, and I think the gloves and maybe the belt line is kind of redecoed. I have to check on there, but I'm actually quite happy with this US Agent on here. So it's pretty nice. Fry's Electronics had this on sale for I think it was $15.99. And of course, this Series 3 does not include a Build-A-Figure. It just includes the display bases that were from the Avengers release, except for without the deco of the Avengers logo there. And didn't see any of the other figures from the series. This one being a heavily redecoed series. I think the Iron Man's the only original mold, complete new mold, but everything else is a redeco. Like I said, the U.S. Agent redeco of the Captain America. Of course, Punisher or Blade, I think is the variant, as a redeco of what is that? Probably Ultimate Nick Fury on there, and of course Doctor Doom is a redeco of Doctor Doom. Basically almost a straight up re-release. Deadpool, again, another re-release from the Hasbro versions, and Mystique, or I think Moonstar, being a use of the female Hasbro mold. So a heavy redeco series. Yeah, but I'm still looking forward to picking these up, especially Mystique, Iron Man, and Blade, or Punisher, and maybe Doctor Doom. I'm not really interested in Deadpool, but pretty cool. I'm very happy with this release of U.S. Agent. It's very well done. Now, I also was able to find a couple of neat items at Fry's Electronics, such as this here. The complete seasons of He-Man and Masters of the Universe, which is pretty cool. And actually is pretty interesting because of the price I was able to pay for these. And it looks like my battery is running out, so I'm going to change the batteries real quick. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. But I just want to mention that I am a big fan of the Masters of the Universe Classics action figure line by Mattel. And I never really grew up watching He-Man and the Masters of the Universe when it was first released in the early 80s. I was about 13, 14 at the time, and just really had no interest in it. I was more into Dungeons and Dragons than He-Man. And so other than the odd episode here or there, I really never watched the series, and had really no knowledge of the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe lore. And having collected these Masters of the Universe Classics figures, I really started to become interested in the lore. And so I really wanted to watch the series, but didn't really want to track down the partial season sets that were released several years ago. I thought it would have been really too much trouble to actually find all of these partial sets to be able to watch the episodes, but just this weekend over at Fry's I was able to find this, and these are full season sets, which is pretty cool. Now, after doing some research, I did find out that the company that released these full season sets are basically taking those partial season sets and just re-released it, so there's really nothing different, nothing new from the older sets. But what's really cool about these sets is they're full seasons, seasons 1 and 2. I believe there were only 2 seasons in the original series, but they were only $12 each, which is really cool. So to be able to get I think it's 130 episodes in the 2 seasons for only $22 is a really great deal, or $24, sorry. It's just it's extreme value, and not having to spend all that time tracking all of these multiple partial season sets is really a time saver, you could say. Now, I also found out that later this year, towards the end of the year, the company that produced these sets are releasing a 30th anniversary set of these 2 seasons, plus the New Adventures and the 2000X series, all in one, anniversary set towards the end of the year. So, but I decided to get this anyways because I already had the 2000X series, on DVD, and I really couldn't pass up the great price for 2 full seasons of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So pretty happy to be able to finally watch the lore that's behind the figures that I've been collecting. So should be an interesting watch on here. Pretty neat stuff. Now, yesterday was the release of Skylanders Giants. I'm a big fan of Skylander Giants, along with Munchkin number 2. We both enjoy collecting the figures and playing the game. And the release of the sequel to the game finally came out. And we were able to pick up this here, the Portal Owners Pack for Skylander Giants. Interesting story. A week before, we were able to find a starter set early, ahead of the release at a Walmart, and Munchkin number 2 went really bonkers seeing that on the, and we were about to pick it up and pay for it, but the Walmart computers wouldn't allow it because it wasn't supposed to be released until the 21st. So he was really disappointed in not picking it up. But the 21st came yesterday, so we were able to pick up a Portal Owners Pack instead, which includes, of course, the giant figures, which is pretty cool there. Pretty neat, and also the game, and it's really cool. Let me just turn that up a little bit here. And this particular version of the game has even more characters. Some characters from the previous game that have been upgraded twice, even on some of the characters. So there's about 40 some odd figures that you can collect, which is really cool, and also legendaries, variants, really neat stuff. So we're really excited to be on the Skylanders collecting bug again, because we had purchased pretty much all of the standard figures from the first game, and a few of the legendaries and a few of the special variants. But we've got 40 some odd characters to collect again and to play with again, so it's pretty cool. And we started off with the giant here, Tree Rex, that comes included with the Portal Owners Pack. But we were able to find a few other figures as well. Not too many, but we were over at a Walmart and found some 3-pack figures, which is pretty cool. 2 of the figures are second edition or second series of characters from the first game, such as Ignitor here on the left and Zook here on the right. I believe the second edition characters you can actually play in the first game, which is cool. And I believe in the second game they have expanded level ability and probably expanded power, so that's pretty cool. And also new sculpts, which is pretty cool there. You can see Zook holding his cannon. I think the previous figure had him shooting it on there. And Ignitor, he looks like he's wielding an axe this time instead of the sword, which is pretty nice. And then we have a new character as well called Chill, which is pretty neat on there. Water-based Skylander there. We were also able to find another 3-pack, which is pretty nice. Again, 2 characters from the previous series that have been released as second series figures. Pretty neat. Of Whirlwind and Trigger Happy there. And we have a new character, Pop Fizz, which is pretty interesting there. And at Target, where we purchased the Portal Owners Pack, we were able to find a giant, but not just a regular giant, but a variant giant that's exclusive to Target. Doesn't look like it's going to be hard to find. Most Targets should have these guys, but instead of the Crusher that's painted in silver, this one is the Granite Crusher. which is painted in black, which is pretty neat. So you got a bigger giant character there. You can see the size comparison compared to the regular character, so that's kind of cool on there. And these newer Giants figures, like this one here, they also light up. They have light piping for this particular character in the eyes and on the shoulders, which is really cool on there. And speaking of light piping, Wife One and Only was able to pick up a few figures for us as well, which is really cool. And she was able to pick up these particular figures, Prison Break and Eruptor, and they are from the previous game, but these are in the new Giants version, but not just second edition like some of these guys, but light core editions. Really cool. Now these guys have special light piping, like the Granite Crusher, where they light up when you place them on the portal. So, which is really neat. I've been looking forward to getting Prison Break because he's my favorite character in the games. So I'm going to be picking up all versions of Prison Break. Prison Break has a second edition character as well as the Light Core. And Eruptor happens to be Munchkin number 2's favorite. So we got our favorites via Wife One and Only. Thank you, hang loose there. Now, pretty excited to start playing the Giants, and it should be really interesting and lots of fun. And collecting them all over again. But this is my casual peek into our Goody Haul report for the 4th week of October of 2012. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.